This is how many Cubans are watching Fidel Castro's long goodbye unfold as Castro's ashes continue the journey to Santiago de Cuba. Hidalisa Linares was just 2 years old when Castro came to power.
I have felt very sad because I was practically born with the revolution. I grew up with this revolution. I got accustomed to see in this figure our comandante.
A stone's throw from the small cantina in the town of Taguasco, 250 kilometers outside of Havana, countless vehicles roll by, each one jammed with dozens of people. It's part of the government's mobilization effort to help thousands say a final farewell to Castro.
I still believe that in many ways he is still alive, that he is not gone. He will stay with us.
Elsewhere, 25-year-old Serenas Fernandez won't be able to see the caravan pass by. She's working to provide for her 2 children. Fernandez is taking advantage of government reforms and owns this small stand. Cuenta propista, meaning self-employed, Fernandez sells sweets and homemade desserts.
Something big would have been for me to have the opportunity to reach out and touch him and feel him, but unfortunately I couldn't. But young people are feeling the loss because we have a lot to thank him for.
Hours further down the road, near the town of Ciego de Avila, traffic jams become the norm. Police blocked roads to allow Castro's procession wind its way through the national highway and through the back roads, so thousands could pour into the streets. Finally, 800 kilometers or so from Havana, in the distance the rugged Sierra Maestras come into view, while the drive drags on slowly.
All of the houses of the neighbors around here had to have an underground shelter so we could survive the bombing and shooting from the planes that were searching for the rebel army.
Jose Pepin Trapo was 7 when Fidel Castro's guerrilla forces hid and launched missions from these mountains. His father risked death smuggling uniforms to Castro's band of fighters. Today, Trapo owns 50 or so acres of land in the shadow of the Sierra Maestra, where he tends to his horses, cows, and goats. Even though Castro had been in failing health, Trapo is devastated by the loss.
Actually, it's hard for me to talk about that. I'm sorry I'm crying, because this happens to me when I watch him on TV. Even the most hardened person would cry. It is tough.